jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the London Black Knights. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
Good. 180. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, shoot.
From the 38, Mayfield. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Run. Don't say nothing. You can choose the mic. Watch. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Set. 180. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey. Watch out.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one 28 yards on the ground. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Hey, alert.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. 13. 5.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
One, Omaha. Topper.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 180.
After 1, 7-0 on Sports.
Check front six. Here we go. 180. So we got man. I got you. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Clock. Come on, baby.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
At the 32-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Johnson. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch the safety. Alert, 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 alert. Kings. Hey, Charlie. Big time jump, man.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. He's going to let, and it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Let's go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
11. Kill. Bang. 12, fellas, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 85. Point it right. Switch. Watch safety creeping. Real. Safety's creeping. Watch out.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Point it right. Hey, Delta. 52. Watch the out. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Let him know.
Third and long for Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert, 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 alert. Mike, smooth. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, let's get this. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Pistol. You better be afraid of me.
Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
11. Mike 51.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. He's going to air one out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Gurley again here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You better bring it.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, And I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We got three.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's taken in by Callaway. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
11. Whip. Watch the whip. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scout back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Watch him.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
I got this.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Welcome back now here in London as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Go. I got it.
Here's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
180. 52. Tighten up. Pull it together. Show it. Hurry. Joker. I got it.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them a touchdown their last go-around, obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Garoppolo. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Check. Fresno. Hey, alert. X3. 218, chopper.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave them with a second and just 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
13. Go ahead.
Throwing on second and 3. Garoppolo. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hurry!
Another carry now for Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mac Wilson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Garoppolo to throw. Buying time to his left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
51 to Mike. 2. Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.